you doing? Dennis O'Neill with ECG Digital Chatterbox, and I'm here with Greg Tomlin, and I just saw his film, and I want to do very little talking and get more information from him. It's an outstanding film about Vietnam and a lot more. Uh, Greg, welcome. What compelled you to do this film?
Well, my history with Vietnam goes back all the way to when I was a child, and my father fought there. We always heard about Vietnam, and my father wasn't just Jerry, he was Jerry, a Vietnam veteran, and that's sort of defined who he was. In 2005, 2006, I had the opportunity to take him back overseas to Vietnam, and I saw the things that happened there and the progress that he made in dealing with the war, and I just said, you know what, this would be a good thing to document on film the experience of another family going back to Vietnam and seeing the catharsis that their father has. And so we decided to take the Longer family back over there and do this film.
And how long did it take you to produce this film?
The film took about 1.5 years to produce from the time we came up with the idea, working with the Vietnamese government to be able to film, and also arranging our own personal funding for this, which we did all ourselves.
Wow.
And then going over there shooting in Georgia at Fort Benning, and then also in Vietnam for about 3 weeks, and then coming back to the States and going through the process of editing. It's about 1.5 years.
And how did it impact your dad when it was all said and done?
The first thing I showed to my father was the trailer for the film, which has a lot of combat audio over it, and he pushed the laptop away. And you could tell it affected him very deeply. And about 6 months later, he came back and told me, you know, that trailer that you showed me got to me. We've seen the same thing from dozens and dozens of Vietnam veterans. I've had guys who've come up to me and just grabbed me around the neck and started weeping and saying, "Thank you for making this film." That's why I did it. I mean, I love those guys for what they did, and more especially because of the way they were treated back here in the United States.
You know, I was just going to say that. Yeah, I mean, war is war, but with the Vietnam War and the veterans, there's just something that's special about them because of how they were treated when they came back here. They were rejected, they were spat upon, they were, they were unwanted, almost like unwanted children. And for you to do a film like this was just touched my heart greatly.
Well, it's a faith-based film. It's a military film, so it has a lot of elements in there, and it's very family-oriented.
And tell us the name of the film once more.
The name of the film is The Man Left Behind.
The Man Left Behind by Greg Tomlin. Got to see this film. I want to interview you some more, if that's okay, later on. Dennis O'Neill with ECG Digital Chatterbox.